Welcome back to the channel. My name's Cody. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Thursday on my business adventures and how it can help you go faster in yours. Today I'm posting a little bit late. My bad. This is going to be live around 11 p.m. rather than the normal time of 3 p.m. It was a travel day, a lot going on, and we're going into the holidays. But today's topic is around sharing your wins, sharing your learning lessons with your mentors. You get unexpected takeaways from it, and it builds that level of trust. It builds the relationship. Today, I shared a learning lesson that I got recently in business, how to structure a creatively financed deal. It's something I haven't done before. It's something that I'm doing right now. It has to do with taking down multiple parcels, some with bank debt, some with owner contracts. I shared it with this individual, with a mentor of mine who's been helping me out. And I shared of the idea of coming from the borrower side, the buyer side, going in and being able to buy big assemblages of properties with 4% down, 5% down, but still getting 10 to 20% down of the overall purchase price to the seller. It's a mix of bank debt, seller finance debt, and utilizing multiple parcels of side-by-side real estate, contiguous real estate. My thought was, hey, look at this idea. You can do it from a buyer's perspective and get massive leverage and still cash flow. The takeaway I got, which I didn't expect, and this is the reason I'm going to advise you and say, hey, from my experience, it's beneficial to share your ideas with your mentors, not just get ideas from them. He mentioned that, yeah, you can do this high leverage piece, but there's some partnerships where they're just selling a whole bunch of contiguous duplexes or side-by-side triplexes or fourplexes, and they're trying to get out of a partnership. But some of the partners don't need the cash. Some of them just want to hold the contract. So while I was looking at it from the perspective of I can get into these deals, maybe buy a couple of those duplexes 20% down and have them hold the contract on the rest, they could use the cash that comes in from the bank on those few duplexes and buy out the partners and hold the contract on the rest. There's some situations where on the seller side, they don't want to be in that partnership. They'd rather just get payments themselves. So they could utilize your down payment and the bank money. If you put 20% down, the bank puts 80% down to buy a couple properties that are in that portfolio. They could hold a contract on the rest and use that money from the bank and your down payment to buy out their partner. I hadn't thought about it like that. So the point of this video, you're not going to be able to see every angle. I was looking at it just from the buyer side. They share the benefits from the seller side, and not just from getting more down without the buyer putting more down because the bank's coming with some of the money. They shared it from the perspective of if they had a partner, they could utilize that extra cash that the buyer's not bringing, that the bank is bringing, and use that to buy out the partners. And it would allow more people that don't have as much capital up front to get into these deals, and for the seller to maneuver their partners out of the situation, which is a win-win for every party. I couldn't have gotten to that outcome had I just war gamed it on a piece of paper myself. I was only thinking about it from the buyer side. Share your wins, share your ideas, share the pieces you're working on with your mentors. It'll help you out. It's helped me out a ton. And it'll give you a different perspective of why certain structures work or don't work for different situations. So I hope this helps. Again, posting a little later than I normally would, but travel day, didn't move, but traveled over the west side, and it was a lot of traffic with a very snowy pass. So again, appreciate all the support. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see everybody on the next video. Merry Christmas.